Hi, it's Ola here with another video. I've been asked a few times before in the comments to film something like a morning routine or a daily routine, but the problem is that I don't have any routines. So I figured that what could be maybe even more interesting and more helpful to other people would be if I filmed how I do some of the activities, some of the things that I do during the day, like cooking or getting dressed or doing my makeup and everything like that. Because I know that some of these things are difficult for people with AMC and with other disabilities, but I kind of figured a way to do it, to do them on my own. But I do them in a different way, in my way, and it took me a few years to figure them out. So I think it may be useful to you if you're a parent of a kid with disability, especially with AMC, or if you are disabled yourself. Maybe my ways of doing things could kind of help you find your own ways. So I've listed a few things that I wanted to show you. I hope they're gonna be useful. I'm not gonna show you some of the things like, I don't know, actually getting dressed, because it's kind of difficult to do if I don't want to strip in front of the camera. But if you would like a video like that, just comment below and I'll try to figure something out and show you how I get dressed on my own, because I struggled with that for a while when I was younger, especially with a bra. As a girl, it was just so difficult, and it still is kind of difficult, but I could show you how I managed to figure out how to get dressed in different kinds of clothes. I just have to figure out how to do that without, you know, just showing myself naked in front of the camera. So just let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. And today in this video I'm gonna show you things that are more let's say censored than actually getting dressed. So the first thing I wanted to show you is how I do my hair, because I know that it's a problem, especially for girls or with guys with longer hair, because they can't raise their arms high enough to just brush their hair or tie them. So I can do that. It took me a lot of years to actually be able to do that. I think I've only managed to do my hair on my own probably like maybe 5 years ago, maybe even less. I still do have problems with that, but every time I do that it just gets easier. So it takes practice to do everything, and I can raise my arms high enough to do everything. And I wasn't able to do that when I was born and when I was younger, but what helped me to do that was swimming. I had swimming classes every single week, and it just helped me kind of build muscles in my arms here. So now I can just, you know, raise them. So you can see that with my left arm I can do basically everything. I can just brush my hair wherever I want, yeah. So that works fine for me. My left arm is way more able than my right arm. So with my right arm I have a bit of a problem. I actually never tried it before, I think. I never tried to brush my hair with my right arm. So you can see that it's a bit more difficult. Like I can't kind of turn my wrist to do that. I have to help myself with the other arm to do the other side of my head. It doesn't really work for me that way, so I can only do that with my left arm, which is just more able, and then I can just do anything I want. And I can't do a lot of hairstyles. I can't braid my hair or anything like that. I can just put them in a ponytail or in a bun, but it's still something. So what I do when I want to tie my hair is I usually lay down on my bed so that my hair kind of, you know, gravity helps it go down, and then it's easier to collect it. But I have no idea how to film that. So what I usually do is I just brush my hair a bit back so that it's easier to kind of collect with to hold with my arms. And when it's back, I use my right arm. I put my scrunchie on, or my hairband on my right arm, and I try to hold all of my hair in my right arm and just collect them with my left arm. So I'm gonna show it to you from the front, and then I'll also film it from the back. Okay, as you can see, it's not perfect here, like it has some loose hair, and also my hair is not fresh today, so it's way easier with hair that is straight after washing and drying. But yeah, it just does the work, so it's what I need, so it's not too easy. It actually took me like 5 times to do that, to film that. I don't know why I also had to change the hairband in the middle because the yellow one just didn't work. So yeah, it takes some practice even for me, even though I consider myself be kind of good in tying my hair up. But yeah, it does the work, so I'm kind of proud of myself that I managed to learn how to do that. So the next thing I wanted to show you is how I do my makeup and how I basically put everything on my face, because I can't use my hand with like using the inside of my hand, so I can't put any cream like that because it just doesn't work for me. So what I usually do is I use the side of my hand to put everything on my face. So I'm gonna show you now, because maybe you've never thought about doing it that way and maybe it's gonna work for you as well. So as you've probably noticed watching my videos, I don't wear too much makeup and I very rarely wear even a little bit of makeup, so I'm gonna just do my eyelashes now and my lips and just some powder, because I just don't wear makeup. I don't use foundation, I don't use anything like that. Okay, so like I told you, I don't really use makeup at all. I just put some mascara and lipstick on and that's it. But yeah, I'm not leaving the house because there's some coronavirus going around in the world. I don't know if you've heard about it, but there's something going on around, so I'm just not leaving. But yeah, when I stay home, I usually don't use any perfume or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you how I kind of use it, because it's also a bit different than people who don't have any disability would use it. So I have like a small bottle like that. It's easier when I have bigger bottles like this one, because then I can just put it, I have like a shelf here, I could just put it here and then just press it with my arm, and that's how it works. But when I have a smaller one, it's more difficult because I can't use my fingers in a way to press it that much, so I just put it on my arm like that and then it works. Oh no, it doesn't work actually. Okay, I think I have to put it like on my shoulder and then, oh yeah, it worked now. And on the other side I just use my hand like that and do it the same way. I've just thought about another thing that I could show you how I do, which is kind of relevant these times and which I struggled with a lot at the beginning, and it's putting a face mask on. So I use the ones that my grandma made. I have problems with using the ones that you have to put the strap like over your head. I don't know how to say that, you know, it's just more difficult. But I use these ones that you put behind your ears, which are a bit easier for me to put on, and I'm gonna show you 2 types of them, because this one is kind of easier to put on because it has bigger things for the ears and it's just easier to put on. I usually just use my right arm, I usually just put it on my right ear first using my right arm, and then I put it like that. So yeah, you can't hear me too well. Yeah, and then like that, it's not too difficult. But the other one that I have, which is a bit thicker material and the straps are also a bit smaller than the other one, it's just more difficult to put on and it takes a bit more time to do that. So I also do it the same way, but then yeah, it's just yeah, it didn't quite work. Oh, okay, now it did work. Oh, yeah, and like that. So do wear masks, please, wherever you are in the world. Please wear masks. I mean, if there's coronavirus in your country, of course, but I think it is in most of the countries now. So please wear masks, especially in US. Please just wear the masks, and in UK and here in Poland, wherever you are, just wear masks, please. So another thing I wanted to show you is how I write and how I hold the pen, because it's also something that I know some people struggle with, and it's something that I had to learn when I went to primary school. So I usually hold my pen like that. So I know people usually hold it something like that, but it's not it's not comfortable for me. So I put, like, I hold it with my thumb and put it between my third and fourth finger. And yeah, I don't have a pretty handwriting, sorry for that. Okay, so now that I'm all ready to go out, I have my makeup on, I'm ready to go. So I went downstairs to the kitchen because wherever else we could go in the quarantine. So yeah, I wanted to show you a few things that I do in the kitchen, because if you don't know, I right now am in Poland, so I live with my parents, but usually I live in UK where I study, so I have to do everything in the kitchen on my own. So I just wanted to show you how I learned everything and how I did everything, what different kind of tools I use to help myself with everything. So yeah, I just wanted to show you different things because maybe it's also gonna be useful for you. So yeah, that is a lifesaver. It opens everything in the kitchen. I mean, all of the bowls, jars and other stuff like that. I'm gonna show you how it works. I have no idea where to buy it, to be honest. My mom just got it for me in some local shop, some grocery shop, and I have a few of them. So I have them in every backpack, in every kitchen, in every room basically. But yeah, I have no idea where to buy them and even how to find them online. I'm gonna try to, and maybe I'm gonna be able to link something in the description, but I can't promise anything because I just bought them here locally in Warsaw, in Poland. So what you can do with them is you can open bottles like that, and it just makes it way easier. It's open. You can also close it if you can't close it properly and you need to take it away or something like that. So you can just put it like that and you can close the thing, and it closes quite hard. I personally can also open bottles that were open before. I can also open them with my hands. I don't do it that way. I take them between my second and third finger and turn it like that, and they open. But I use that thing for opening bottles that were not open before. Another thing you can do with that is opening a jar. It has this piece, I don't know if you can see it, but this small piece here and this bigger piece here are both to open jars. I don't use them too often because I usually open a jar with a spoon. I just put a spoon right here and open it like that. But I can try doing it right now. I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, yeah, it works the same way as the spoon. So you have to take it like that and do it that way, and then you can easily open the jar. And I think it's just for two sizes of jars, so like bigger and smaller ones. It's kind of useful, I guess. I've never used it that way, but it can be used that way. But how I usually open the jar is I take the spoon, I put the jar like that, I kind of try to let some air go inside the jar, if you know what I mean. I mean, this jar is already open, of course, but when it's closed, I just let some air inside, and then it's easier to open it. Yeah. So another thing that this thing can open is cans, and it's quite useful for me in this way because I just don't have strong enough fingers to open the can like that, like, you know, like you usually do. But this thing has like this small bit. I'm trying to focus the camera on that, but you can't see. Oh yeah, you can see this like small thing here inside where you put the thing from the can. I just don't know how these things are called, and then you just do it that way and it's open. Ta-da! It's useful. I don't know where to buy it, but it's great. And the last thing that it can open are bottles like that. Yes, it's a beer, but I'm 21, so I'm allowed. And I don't usually use it that way because it's just, I would have to hold it very hard with my right arm. But you basically do it with that way. Yeah, I'm kind of scared now to do it because I don't want to spill the drink everywhere. Because what I do, I usually put the bottle between my legs when I sit down, and that way it stays steady. But I'm gonna try to do it. No, yeah, I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna do it now. Yeah, that's what you can do if you are like me and you're scared to open bottles like that because your arms are not strong enough. You can just put the bottle between your legs and it works great. Can I do it? No, I'm scared. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that now. But yeah, it opens bottles as well. So yeah, so that's how I basically open everything in the kitchen, like bowls, I mean. Because I just used this thing that I showed you and it works great for me. But I also wanted to show you how I hold things because I do it in a quite different way. Because I can hold a glass or a can or a bottle like that in my left hand. I couldn't do that in my right hand, it's not strong enough. But if I have to hold something with my right arm, I just do it like that. I hold it that way. But I'm also not strong enough. I'm strong enough to put like can to my mouth, but when I have a bigger glass or a bottle, I can do it with one arm. So I usually just hold it like that in both arms, and that way I can drink. I used to use straws so that I don't have to put it up to my mouth, but I don't use them anymore because if I don't have to use them, then I don't want to, you know, just waste plastic, I guess. Okay, so another thing is holding plates and bowls, because when it's empty then it's easy, because of course I can just hold an empty bowl like that and it's fine. But when I have like milk inside or soup or anything like that, then it's quite heavy and I'm just worried that I'm gonna, you know, trip over or just let it go and spill everything. So what I usually do is I either put it on something steady, like a plate or something like that, and then carry it that way. Or when I can't do that, then, because it's easier for me to carry something like that with my thumbs inside, but when there's soup inside and I can't have my thumbs inside, so then, because I can't kind of carry it like that or something like that, it's just not easy for me, it's not comfortable. So I usually hold it like that. So I hold it between my two arms, and then it's quite easy to carry it. Not if it's too hot, but if it's cold, then it's quite easy to carry because I can just hold it strong between my arms. And as you can see, I don't have any thumbs inside. I just hold it that way, so maybe it's gonna be easy for you as well. And with plates, I can also carry them, like I can also carry a lot of plates when they're empty. But when they have something inside and I'm also, you know, worried I'm gonna spill something or just drop it, then I usually just as well put my thumbs inside. But what I do is I have my, like, I hold plates, as you can see, I hold them in my left arm, I hold them like that. But as I can't do that with my right arm, with my right hand, I just hold it like that. It's quite a strong grip, I'd say, but yeah, it's just easier for me. It may not be easier for you, but maybe it will help. I just wanted to show you, because I have this thing with sugar, this container with sugar. I just wanted to show you how I carry heavy stuff, because this is quite heavy right now. So I just put it on my left arm like that and hold it like that, or I just hug it and carry it like that, because it's also easier to kind of, you know, have it closer to you and just hug it, and then I can carry it wherever I want, because it's even too heavy for me to, yeah, it's quite heavy for me to carry it like that. So I just usually hug it and it's easier. So now I just wanted to show you how I cook things and how I prepare my dinners. I'm not gonna cook anything like on my own today because my grandma made us some crepes, so I'm just gonna heat them up, but you can still see how I manage in the kitchen basically, and how I do everything with the pans and with holding everything. So I'm just gonna speed up the footage here and you can just see how I do everything. So there's one last thing that I wanted to show you because it may make your life easier, because it made my life easier. So it's this thing on the side of your, on the back of your phone. I think it's called pocket something. I don't remember. 1 second. Pop socket. Yeah, it's not socket pop, it's pop socket. Okay, so this thing made like, my hands are so small that if I were to hold my phone just like that, I can't kind of type on it with my one hand, with one hand only. So when I use that way I can hold my phone in one arm and type, and it just feels more secure because I just won't drop it. Even if I hold it like that, I just won't drop it. And I don't know, I think I've had it for the past 1.5 years now, and it's so much easier to use a bigger phone like that because I always wanted to have like smaller phones. This is iPhone 8, so I always wanted to have smaller ones because I just couldn't use them easily. But with pop socket but with pop socket now I can just use it easily. It's not an ad, by the way. I'm not, you know, monetized or anything like that. It's not an ad, I just like using that, okay? So I think that's it for this video. If there's anything else that you'd like to see how I do that, even if you're just curious or if that could help you with your abilities, then just let me know in the comments or on my Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and I'll make sure to make the one about clothing and getting dressed because it's also very important. I know that a lot of you struggle with that. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to get notifications about my new videos, then click the bell icon. And also, I think that most of you don't know that I have other social media. So I'm just leaving here on the screen some handles for my Instagram and my Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye!